Akofena Edin Sematujwa. There has been a major clash between Honorable Sarah Adwoa Safo and Akofena way Kasamu and some way na ekoso. Na sisi amenoka saying Akofena Chemwa funeral data ya share for 30th and 31st no enya de se beba so debi. And free abusiano ho because see amenoka say no any the only or the sole custodian of Benka say Kantanka ni body no ono ena ye so custodian ono na wo say de hye nsa na ohwe no kokosie ohwe no toto aye hu ne manyina na data ya hye no is not coming from ono Akofena ho this say amenoka say he has come out boldly to tell Ghanaians say 30th 31st enya de say no beba so na enya ono anaso abusuano ene hye sa date no eti yenko tie Akofena ne nsem odi to dwa ye ba say ye ne timi ba so na wotwe awie ya what is going to happen ni nyina wo update me hwe video ni emra sisi
ti omunyi mi nanu mbiem o me ma enti me ma no ko yenim no me frɛ me ba me ma na aka no abusuan so ebeka me ho ne afrɛ me ba panyini Adwoa Safo na de wo hobia ye no maka ye mpese ye nsem ba baby sei sisi omunyi mi nuanom o me ma
media for ye share ha sei ye nim sebe obi afra busuam na sebe so obi wu a obaba ene egifunu no boso pacho bi pisa masam obaba ene egifunu no boso anso ye de ine o hana zinata Rollins ne papa wu mu so na de etire ko boba ma ne anso ye de mo hwe de ekoso so na ama abusuan no in fact ka enye effect se de me bra ne me offer se fa nsa e kan ye no enye de se ke beba ne ye no ma be kan san sensemi ye bana ya ma Adwoa Safo me you say I think say ye de share no e bi ohia body de akoye bibi because ojo ho awon ti ase de di ho abusuan e ma obi anfa na ni ko hwe bi de share ne da
9 months
so 9 months baby 11 months me na ekoyi so de yakura na ye ma abusuan ya so de den say de bia ni be share bi o se domi no de ko ye den sebe ye pe body agosia was a dobby and I pe muna agosia as dami so ene betina so fu we say ma hye nkom bra be hia e ne no nka so fu omo ye abusia anu mu fra duana akotoko abusia amu fra duana akotoko abusia enti ye we ti mana se abusia ti se e ba na pese e bia amu no de ko ebibi se on pese de ko bibi ada na on family enti so tie ya media se sa media or Omra no me ye bunuma because ya tete ense me pray but ense enfan cancel so asofo o ma hye no kom say on fire de hye no more ready the team na amra ya te edi say and then ye ba no se nye no pra o ma ye nsan kan mu no ye hu say enye no pre enye say Ghana fo nyina mu ma Ghana fo nyina hu say e bi adwumbo ne bi ta kire na mu ni de ja abreho ne say eye ni pie ye fe no Dr. Boachi so na editati na de buche de yakura de say monhwe ye de hye ye nyine nhwe ade a wobeya magana man ne Africa man ene dan isi ye ono a de nsa de beni esiye nenne yesi wu na wu ye Adwoa mo asetan say sebise bio wo be ye na yi na wadware no wo bebi e de na kohye transition na mu wiam na be sha da kam na mu obia anhwe na mo de abesi sa na ye no eti abusuan de ni abre
onya buo mu ade
won so eni trama ene ma she batakare na me chance de ketia mani abre pa enti de pese mu nyina motene se sa date na ashe de emma so because ya nye ye de hye no de ope amana ya kori ni ni ena oba eni anim aye oba ba eni anim na akoba amane hwe ne fere mo media voice ma hu MPP for our call Marco Mama, and I miss maybe on Moyao. Some people penny be a bit dear chasing our community of a year. Next on so mamma. You was only my mamma, who needs us, don't so sans and some ways. And yet the catcher Ghana for the say, quite a Fasua and Sapakayamu. Now this year, no, your kind say, ye pay a man, ye pay, ye name, ye Frabusian, yenim se obi ewu no kan se na mepe no anya amana e applications bebre enti media yen transe ne yema ye baba ako oba baba ako enye de obe yen transe e mane ma enti me to challenge man no so se body no onye ne bibi na se body ne hyewo ontwa na mobre ontwa ne tiwi ne ade a me to challenge man no oma ho kwan na yen fe ni nkohwe oma ho kwan na ma mfa ni nkohwe oma ho kwan na abusia mfa ni nkohwe ye usa ampa se ampa de yetete na yen no kore bet man no asi
enti eno ene abusia hia omu hia ye ema Akofena etena mfimfin nana Adwoa Safo Akofena tena mfimfin a omu ede omu nsam etu dwa se omu atete se emu nu mpo no omu ebeye bibia ewo babia emu ni dasese yi no na omu ede to adaka mu anaje se omu ede ekwa akosie na no ena abusia se enye saa na wo so omu ye no na obaba de na nka on defunu abra baba ma wo ho enti omu chemu a saa 30th and 31st na de enya de se omu eka ho na ne nyina mu ena na Adwoa Safo Akofena ede ensam esanso to dwa se it's been 1 year ena ne papa efri mu ni papa efri mu kikako afini enso ebesi ne no onhu ni papa mu no se esey na tie se na tie onfa nani enhu ye eno eya ade a ono so se oye papa ne baba ma no ha no pa nti eno so ensem ode tutwa eti yanko ne yanko tie ye ba ye bisa ne se na se ye no 30th and 31st no eba so aden ena obeye o se eduru ha ye behu tie be kwa hwe sa video ni but then ye heard the sad moment a o kire mu se every time ane papa free mu no onfa nani enhu body no said de aye yenko ni nti Akofena na yemra sisiye
mo kase meti mo kasa mu na ese ibi kwifo ibi nso e ka kwi imagine say papa free mu papa ni mpon free mu na 1 year onfa wani ko twa say ana wani nkosu enkonko hu na I mean come on, we've been very patient enough. Anya kama aye nimguase pa aye ya ye eno ntra ma hye sabi you adetuntum ya esimani because me ware home me wo yaw pa kesimu bebiri ni da asori papa ne born ne bra 95% ewo mu ene bibi agija aye twen se bituma akora and so Kobane bako anaso baba ko pese aje aboso ana ode ye na de
enti eno eye nana Adwoa Safo Akofena junior ene ekote ne nka no o se omoye they've been very patient omo atwentwen niema so ede ama honorable Adwoa Safo ache na se yemfa ne se afini ne papa ye keka kwa afimu ani papa no efri mu a ontimi mfa nani mpo enhu papa no na ye se enye se omo ye gidigidi bia se ye pese agibu emu no kosie ene ade dabi enye sa no maye no that they've been patient enough but edurumra a wo so mo hwe na omo pa baabi pa na omo ekope omo papa ekrabre se de se na efata eti no nana Adwoa Safo Akofena na se dem di kan tu dwa no ye bisa no se 30th and 31st eno ye na wotwe mu awie ye se be hyase ya wada efiada na ebia memene da no omo awie ayie no osi ayie no mu bisa no se baso aden pa na obeye eti enko ne nkotie se ayie no baso a eden ena abusua no ene nana Adwoa Safo Akofena junior omo beye yenko ne nkotie no ne yemra sese
ewe
it's almost go one
no that be possible gomwa eshe asori no edin ase and the church is the one that controls everything there. There's no way anybody can do anything like that. There be Ghana emra wa ha. Until the laws will take its due course.
But should in case they start something like some movie, but are you going to take an
when should in case comes, should in case answer will come.
enti eno nana Adwoa Safo Akofena ena ordinance nsam tu dwa no chemu a edu ho a omo ebehu de omo beye se 30th 31st se de lumba de ni ye pepepepepe we enya busuan kasa tintin bia also oje 3.7 million because and only preparations are why towards the funeral no ye honorable Adwoa Safo a o chemu a mo de 3.7 million ne ba pe obeja mu no de amamo de ama busuan na de mo pesa mo ye bia no mo aye na eni obeba no abaye ni bi because before I yankan will no ma ye hu say way anyway na sefata so musie no ono de onum se ne papa afrim enti wo ye ntoto ye se de be ya yie no na se e wo se kodi ni nua be ma no ene abusua aka ho ene asori no ho de a ene obeje mu de amamu na emom ye ntena se 3.7 million mo de ba omo ebeje mu e de amamu nti one ne lawyers ono Abosara Adwoa Safo ne lawyers omo di nka twere de akwa akoma abusua ene ni nua be ma no mu vesika ne mra eno ene ensem eda ho sisi e but then asori no ene abusua mpanyimfo ene se de edi ka de atodwa Akofena de atodwa se eye ne de 30th 31st na emma so no omo atumu nkyene akire mu de nti a omo en support sa date no so they have disassociated themselves from Abosara Adwoa Safo's data wa share 30th and 31st no omo so match omo ho ye nti abusua no ne emra sisi
so far 30th na da bontina ebinom bohu dero no nya de ebeba so emum no ye nyina ye tie omo ano mo ka se yenti papa last will in the testament enti no no ba ye no actually ye tie nyina ne se emum ne ba enko my son because of Akofena aka Israel Kodesafo mo da ye ne din rebuto mo no ye ne hye ne bibia no papa kire bibia e ho akatua ne ho ade bia no mfirima se ye no kre se moji papa na semudi ebu no sede asore ma busua ene me ameti ha ye fa no ebu no a ombedi papa asem no mo kan chi but this is where it show where it shows there's some kind of personal interest somewhere that is at play and na papa na kasa wi that will has spoken sabe my mu akra no ye mra chemu actually say obi free mu a ebusua no ko emum ne ko body no the body goes to the family ne see event ja ana say this year na prekope emma atie agina mu say omo mo kokoye more even sabi mo fan chame na obi an kodima no nsi bone me nua ba akra age asantia omre mu enti sa o bia anti so far no ho hye na no me as the head of the Kantanka family no I dey ba hold obi bia ye na kwese
enti eno eye Israel nana Adwoa Safo Akofena na ode ne nsem etu dwa no kiremu a eye ne de omo atwam time a omo de share ya na data Abosara Adwoa Safo e de share ye 30th July 30th 31st July no enya de se omo eka ho ana se ebeba so on that particular day enti eno eye the side of Israel Adwoa Safo Akofena enti ebeto ansem no so ne akọ Abosara Adwoa Safo ono so den no aka after say no ye de update bremo a ekiremu abusua no de release about them say data e circulate wa bonten no enhye omo nsa after Israel Adwoa Safo Akofena kasa ye no Abosara Adwoa Safo enso so de nsema todwa now the very first part I person de mamo no o kiremu a you should also disregard all the things abusuana na kanon nsema abusuana de atodwa ya bobo bi de akere mu nyina mu montungu because data ya share a ho billboard sisi kromu flyers a omo design a print bi de abobo kromu invitations omo send de company for ho say omo mra yie ni bi no ni nyina omo de akwa awie enti say 3.7 million no maya me eno kra de me sure say they still no mu gina so omo oje but some de beba de aye ne said the role ne tie no on be ana will no but o kiremu a eye no 30th and 31st July as na wotwe awie ye eye no beba so a state funeral as it was reported in some newspapers or more reporting you know a state funeral and more edi ama papa no 30th and 31st ya nti e be ko ne tie from Honorable Sarah Adwoa Safo ne nsemu a ono ankasa di tutwa ye nko ne ntie no ne emra sese
reminding Onua Police Service to give us the protection. You are to all the security agencies that you cry your papa that way. In Pennyfo and one, be true, you are free phone. So, Adwoa, we got the invitation. What is happening? Is it coming on? The Speaker of Parliament, the flag bearer of the NDP, the Chief of Staff of Ghana, the former Chief of Staff, the former Leader of Parliament, the Leader of Parliament. Me and they, it's a new group, but now only a business what 3 B2 on our mobile. Papa no wa bebobra. So, na ya mo se mo be yiye we, abegu mani mu ase. Na Adwoa ka se, ene ma te me ho, madane amamu. Mo koye bibi trokan dia papa baby oba me bobra kodu ye no I'm willing to give him a befitting burial
na yere
Ebusuapani na eni di nkomo so from Asuminya area ho no wono nso be kan se dabi ebusua na ye ayie no nti em se omo so ne unua ketwa Nana Adwoa Safo Akofena aka abom se womo so womo
enti eno ena ye kokotie ne se ayie no onya mfa ma abusuafo ne mfa ma mu akina because ohun the way on be ye ye ni say obeja ye ni dia ma no ma ba ye ne troka because ohun ni say ono na wa ban mu ono na de nkrata akwa ebedi mu na yaka say o ampa say wo de krata ba ne e be ba beta wachi wo nso de krata ba nti wo hwedi no obobo ye na chief of staff flag bearer MPP penifo akese chief of staff penifo akese parliament and penifo minority majority omunyina obi ansa ka invitation ebi mu potwe phone frɛ ono akasa Honorable Adwoa Safo say eye no say na ekɔ my invitation na ye mrabi na ye penifo we nyina e ba de omani monyama beta akire sɛ wogyae de mabusuafo ani Israel na Adwoa Safo Akofena ani abusua say no mo be ye invitation no yes akwakoye papa ne nko a enti ayesa na obi ohɔ a na sɛ ebi asɛbe predias na on papa na sema eye no so ye panyin se de ebia no ama na mum eye Honorable Adwoa Safo nti ebia or the invitations no kwa se de ono aka se amanfo frefre no omo beba e de omani onyama beta eye no echi amana ye fe enti se na ye omo se obejai eye no e de ama abusuafo na de bi onyai omo be ya na nka wa se ne watwe ne ho enti mo ye eye na wa dress abetena se bi owi na okofie de bi o se eye no omo eye enti it's either you join her or you go your way because say still no the mama kra no so ne mo betena se ne aye nhihye ya still na ye betena se ne aye den ya ye nhihye enti si ahye data they are expecting is am ba join no na so obejai mu di ama mo na sabe moye ne toro kan de enya de a obepene na osanso de nsam to dwa say eye no it will be broadcasted live and colored ama obia etimi enya bi enso so ahwe se wuni eye me fa ne se wentimi ama mo amwo mia asori no mo other branches muni nkran because on say bia eastern for beba Volta for beba Takrade Cape Coast or mo beba and maybe Ashanti region so mo beba but ekoso na bia ne kwan ne wa ma wa obenya bia hwe TV so enti e beba so wa ye ho hyehyɛ nyina de ato ho ni nyina ka 3.7 million ne ho enti nya de so mo betwa eye no mu said the Abusia Ekano. Yenti Honorable Adwoa Safo ne nsam no asese.
Iti kwa me kasa ya ya tentine. 30th 31st. Enye wono ene se date no. Ena onyo no ene betena ni fi me papa fi wono de akunya bi esi wono so ye leader no.
Eti ya chiwase ya gate ba mountain a mod invitation aba eye yawada Thursday and a Friday no papa aye no baso
baso life and colored baso life and colored and I'm reminding or no the boys to say they are now ya dia ma omo no they are under a bond to be of good behavior. Yeah, try to Ghana Police Service to give us the protection. Yeah, try to all the security agencies say yeah cry your papa sada way in Penifo and one the better ya free phone so Adwoa we got the invitation. What is happening? Is it coming on? Ma confirmia ma penini dia. The Speaker of Parliament, the flag bearer of the NPP, the Chief of Staff of Ghana, the former Chief of Staff, the former Leader of Parliament, the Leader of Parliament. Me yade obia isenye hunkro bona woni ebusia what three biti ufi hona mo bon. Papa no wa bebo bra. So na ya mo se mo be yiye we abegu mani mu ase. Na Adwoa ka se enie ma teme ho madane amamu. Mo koye bibi trokan dia. Papa baby oba me bobra kodu ye no. I'm willing to give him a visiting barrier.
Na yere ebusuapani na eni di nkomo so from Asuminya area ho no. Wono so be kan se dabi ebusua na ye ayi no nti em se omo so ne unua ketwa Nana Adwoa Safo Akofena aka abom se womo so womo ye press conference se de womo yo yi enti womo ne fam wono so womo reach out to you
somo ye womo ka 25th no e ma ye nyina ya dress ye ko na pata no kwa ye mo ba kuku na kunya ba ku nti ase kwa ye you be surprised say ye be ported ni be bo bibia we Independence Square o be tutuntu ma be tena ase because me o ma ye bia ma me hunu da adabia nan say ya who be say we are na say no way So the Bianai moved to Chris, come out sorry for you now, the branches, some of the Bay Papa, the Bianai, will be a my capri, and your Koya Yadi. Or what to do to mother tonight, yet to say you see. It's almost a day to the hospital or 2 for 1 or the Amayan. Ye big crap apart, Adam. In Penny Fly, then in our Beba. Or move real non person Cobon Croby with their dear. Nobody can stop them. They can go ahead and do that. You knew what the problem, Gra. But I say,
we Nana just a fuck of nephew. Wouldn't you know more can support to one?
Maybe I say, you know, your Coben Crow, and your papa cry over chronic. You know, your Coben Crow.
Oh, okay. Not just now, you will buy you, so no. What near your send county Akofena Beshia because first and what can say. Gate no more shall once the sun cry. Now I fear, then I fed ye. Date no do swaka ya what the fear than ye. Now fed ye, not gonna say.
Kwame, what do you mean, Sankoziano? I want in it. I want 100 bullets. I want me calm. This time, the other man surviving. Kwame, me patrol. A first food, your son is a first food is a food, second food is a food, and a third food, the another is a food, me 40. 248. I mean, you were free. What's I could not move one or Akofena war.
I see.
He will come to every
say Thursday and the day because and a Friday and so.
Now, Duma, Thursday, no, I burial service. Thursday, Nankasa, no, I get crapapa, a day in Muna Suho, Naya, and one studying in a. And at 31st, no, a funeral. No, funeral, no, the Abba Independence Square. Into a Honolulu, ya beye, to send ye, ya bebon someone, and only a bay. Now, on the 8th of August, now ya cook Massey, Grandpa Assembly Hall. Initially, as I say, Heroes Park, but funeral committee now try or changes Kakra. Into a bear Pempe Assembly Hall, a Wukumasi, a hall, a Santa Papa, a year as Antibici. Nyakwa Yakodenya Miasi. A bravo didn't buy a child, didn't betray you need Ghana, my now, but me. And then Radias said, what did none, I could have ye. You're celebrating a life. No, ye farming. Papa, not that white check, what bread, your best crown. What that white check is the young crown. You know, Nipa Bako for one tea. And then you say, after you want it, and money, no, Quabrani Bako, as it means, and penny, a quasi boy.
Unquestioned one pa. And yet, Mamma knows no more quaba pa. Why?
Kwame wa hu ni abana wabana unzi abwa pabueku no we utuni tuo na ka no we nya na nkunu aya ne ka so we wounded lion right anka wo timiti o anka wo kunya fi atasefo asase so no we nya nyamfo ama na mbem nti ma won nye na adwen so wo ba be ye tutu asem bia we yie na se because the law enforcement agencies nina he is under a strict bond. Many boys now they are all under a bail bond to be of good behavior. It more be a to trust them because the law will take its course. It won't ma on too fee. She will be a chick too about the dibony, with Dibonia and Ram and any baby.
And what would a bamboo from what was secure said ye bamboo my phone and ram a boy in one she will be a when Bawabe Bonibiana and Marabe.
Exactly, Pepe.
Mammy, now I say about you.
I'm Smith. I was
saying.
Enti no honorable Sarah Adwoa Safo wo kokoshe no yare waba abedru Ghana na ode nsem we nyina editu dwa ti o chemu a warning de ode bi ma ni nuabema no because see am no ka say omo yamo bill omo are supposed to also mo da suban pedi edi se ni nyina mu na so mo be se twa omo ho no ma be yi na se na omo aba be di boni a ene omo so afre all the security agencies so omo beba na omo abebo omo ho eban ewo yi na se de be ya bibia betimi akọ kama nti se onu ni nua no osi oma ene onu anasema na Israel na Adwoa Safo Akofena akasa Honorable Sarah Adwoa Safo so akasa nti abusua akasa ene Akofena akasa Honorable Sarah Adwoa Safo so akasa. What is the church saying? Aso ani so de nsema to dwa omo so tiemu I said the way an eme kwa chinchina honorable Sarah Adwoa Safo epese oji eye ni ye no ya confirm prophecy bi a ye prophet Roger kan ye say honorable Sarah Adwoa Safo asa opese oji tumi bi na tumi ni nyina obetimi age no eni se obetimi enya papa no ebia ni tiri hunwi kakra eni ne more kakra akra eno na ebetimi amana nya sa tumi no a se etimi bedi ne nsa eni obedi obia so de obeka bia obia ntimi mo akra e wo ho eno any prophecy a prophet Roger e de bae na asori no so won showdown se omumpini masa ne ma no emma so ni nyina ne se omumpini mpoma eye no emma so 30th and 31st because se omumpini se honorable Sarah Adwoa Safo nko sie ni papa e ho ena sa ritual so de ben o se the prophet Roger na o ka no ebetimi aba so ti asori no asori secretary omunyina so akasa se omumpini ma eye no emma so omumpini ma honorable Sarah Adwoa Safo ene dane papa na onko nkosie no yenti asori for no so na yemra sesie
ya ni say mo de na ko transition na busua de yetete ni say mo transition okra no na memo mo dware no na latest news program atre say omo dwendwen say de dware kwa no nsu ne be fine sabe kwana be bobra it transition na ese ko dware miniam transition na ese ko dware why doing such as a general transition we are ye na be to adaka mu ye na to adaka ma na da kra ye ne da no na miniam mu na mu fra busua mu o de hie say tie ne da no se bi ye ne da no na nka ya santima mu de ko bi wu a ahire so a no ka 3 days bi ebe ko ya ko se ne na mu de sen so ne ka akoda ne da no e bi e etechima ne nka ya ye ne akora kama na mre ne so a yakofa no na amamre kwa mu asantiman na adua na kotoko de wie ye ayi de wie de da amu obi efiri ma ye sa pepepe enso ye bai de oso on tia se da emse mu gina mate osi ade oso oton ye de hye no 3.7 million our the bargain is kama 37 billion ayen kofa ene nyina akura na busua no ye mpa aba because edition bra obebo no aso sene size no ntimi nya ye hwed nyuma wa ye size no ntimi nya aso nyina ya boy ba ne size na opa wo de bra ne mfa size no ma ne fa ye de hye no so that say ema ye na kwan ya ye say ye fa so ne kura no amamre kwa so ne ye aso nyina ya boy ba na ontie ntie de ni hweka de kan say in fact ya tete nsem bebre ma smart bi Sofo Roger obeka say papa ni wuye no kan se mi kire no sebe o Sofo Roger papa ifiri mo onye wabusu ani so okoso dae ye nim abusu nim ade a o ka kire ye ba Adwoa Safo na de tete no bi ama de o ye na me hu se ebetuma ye no kre because ya te so opetumi bi na tumi no openese ne nsa fingers ne mfamra na ne timi kre ntwa bi mpanka ho na uye si anyesa na ye nyi because they tell me encourage some person won't try anything about to challenge am so won't try papa no akwa baabi ana say won't try the team win koye bibia ene ye serew me ye hu nyemfa ni adanse say nsem etete mfram am kra na nya ne kure na in fact ya tete nsem bebre mo asomati bi Sofo Roger obeka say papa no wuye no kan say me kire no sebe o Sofo Roger papa ifiri mo onye wabusu ani so obeso dae ye nim abusu nim ade a o ka kire ye ba Adwoa Safo na de etete no bi ama de o ye na me hu se ebetima ye no kre because yate so opetumi bi na tumi no openese ne nsa fingers ne mfamra na ne timi kra ntwa bi mfa nka ho na wo yesi anyesa na ye nyini because de ntina me enkohwe se ampa se wontwa ya enitina ma to challenge ama no so wontwa papa no akwa ba bi ana se wontwa ne timi nkoye bibia ene ye serew me ye hu ne mfa ni adanse se nsema etete mframa mu kra na nya ne kre na se ekoso se dia ne se ne kre na ntia enya ne se waye na adwen se papa no kra no enye body no de be maya na se enye mu no de me yakosi o de because de bia no be hia bia na brofo aka dami ye nyina enim dami so obi wu ana yakọ ye akuaba na de ato adakam na de naba edi se oye sa na papa no ne body no de kwan so ahu o de kwan nti se na mo to ami ha eno na mpese Ghana fo nyina hu na mo mesa di eye politician fo ho ya kakra se obema invitation na se sebi ubedi na chi na waba aye ya na je se o politician kra uni mama mre menim se politician amoka ba bi akọ so omayi na mesre omuni mama mre abusua yesre se mo bia nsi ase because abusua ni mo hwe e ba ne sa Ghana fo be nyina be hu se bio adebone na omofo aso te besre se mo bia nsi ho ba bia obeye na adwen se okoye ye bia mo bia nsi ho na omontwe mre pamu sɛ abusua no yɛn nsa ka yɛn mu no na kwan a ɛsɛ obrempɔn no na yɛato yɛn nsa afrɛ mu na ɔmu nyinaa ba na ɔma bɛboa yɛ.
Enti asɔre no ne abusua ne fa baabi ɔmo nsɛm ɔmo de to dwa no na Dr. Philip Siao Kisi ɔno na yɛ abusua no secretary ɔno nso de nsɛm ato dwa ɔmo kyerɛ mu a asɛ ɔmo nim die papa no de yɛ Honorable Sarah Adwoa Safo enti asɛ ɔmo hu ne sɛ ne ba no tan ne papa with die ɔyɛ nyinaa sɛ ɔno ɔpɛ sɛ ɔpɛ a befitting burial de ma ne papa no abusua ne kyerɛ mu a ɔmo hu ne sɛ I'm say papa no ye ne ba no bibi nti na omo hu ne say otan ne papa no even in his death say papa no free mu nyina no omo kire mu according to the family secretary Dr. Philip Siao Kisi kire mu Honorable Sarah Adwoa Safo otan ne papa no even in his death still na otan ne papa no yanko ne ntie family secretary ne emra sisi
say denti ena omo empese mu abusuafo na se denti na Honorable Adwoa Safo na se Dr. Boachi ene Mr. Kisi a wabo mu din sisi denti na omo empese mu abusuafo no mo nsa beka emu no adenti a
abra sa question we Adwoa ena betimi answer in a sense minim boni a papa ye no a why na ju so be good papa ni ma se na nka sebio aka amamre mu no abana me paache o aka amamre mu no obi wu a oba pe ni kwa wona di ani
ana kama memu dia abusua na na mpimpi omoto
oba kura no o ka papa no kura nya ode hie o mfra abusua ni mu enti wonni sade tempo no o unyia bibia pese abusua no ma papa o ba beta abusua na chi na obesere enti me de makoka ne baabi aya me kan kofo nti ase menyim de ye de hie na ye ne ba na watan na no wom so kogusu tan no because Adwoa onje nwa won ti ase na me de Adwoa abra abeye me nwa pa se empinfo a wakoso ombeba because omo mama mre because e pin bia na mama mre na abra de esa kan again say that 25th na kwa abusua ye be kan ye no wonu won pa na de beto ye ni mo ni ye gitu mu na de e hu se enne oba be se de ju a na wasesa enne oba be se de ju a na wasesa enne no I say shone ye make sure say ye be prabre and ye dey katatie no de ye agi say ke be dot yi ye ni na be ka bom na nka ye kwa akofena prabre ni ade dan fe se de kwan amamre kwan so se de yi ni enim no papa na be bobra no na nka ye na emum ya pemmere e bi kwa na mpo ye kra busu na adwen wo say kasaptemba na be na fishiada na nka ya hwe say fishiada no e be duru woni akeka no ma bebre at least obi kura na bo anyo so de na yesisi echi fefefe nka September September na fish adam nka ya pena crapre sorry ya no the final funeral right and so ye ba no aye na adwen say on tiase ne entiase china
okay ye nante ye bio so say wo mama condition say mo man 3.7 million Ghana cedis and san will release body na mamo na body no ne ehwo enhyehye bi wabo eka bi eno no kra bi saa wo mu ana
abna ne kra wo mu eno so mate se ne bi ka se enye saa na tie abna o ma lawyer twere abusuan se I am ready to cooperate with you ma afide ma tie se me ne mo betna se na emumu no ti kase na maba indirectly no say o pese o chese abusuan metia but ne kra ne ha abusuan because papa na be bobra that's kind of born in Skabia. Papa no, the brother bonnet, Abusua, and I say, Abusania, sorry for yet to be here. If I can say that ye include a lawyer and a lawyer, in Shia, Nanka and She, say, oh, ye ba, Abia, oh, can also bohaba, okay, fine, a year to Jet Nascofa edition of that, the or ye e wo the room say yin na no amaga ti aga na fo nyina ate the papa no one of us dey share no e chichim say ye kata na chim den kenya prefe aso ye born lawyer no born one time ama and you share account here koso deliberately honorable aye ban aye na adwin so be good papa ni ma say na ka bene ye ka asemo tebe the apostle abebo bra aye dey share abebo bra e wa asase so no enti se o de be we dware no transition for ne dware no sebio sebe obi kura na wa mabobra no yi dware no trasa na beto na kam na dia kosie abra ho na mpam na abra mame sanka sa asemoi abusua yenya ntie bebre efa de ekoso no so ho ebi ne say because the vision ye ama ye agiadi because the time bi obehie bia no na papa na be dami ye de hie na say dami ye de dami no to dami ye de ye dai dami ye de ye dai
so munye meba o mun fa ono akasa na mu no na beto mpam mo de ne gam
ono ye ne na sia mra na ye ni sia ye meeting bia na also je say dami na dami de ko ye South Africa awon na busua na entine ye som ye senya ntie say on a number B it's a bill for the so mu demand certain part of your share no so abra no kwepa na meka say onya ne samman mienu ene ni TV na ye doctor me clear o me ba ye busua na de ye chere say sansem we ya tene say ye nsem afisem keka omra bonchen no omo ye ntanka mu ni ehwe no mfa amu no ma de papa no ana ye de share no aka say nyama no because o my agedi because I didn't know this yam to obia do unua no nsia kra na o mo ka ho ma ye sere no obia mfa na ni hu ye abusua papa no film obia ni se ofri asantimam asunya on adia na roya kotofo I didn't know o present o mo ese ma ya agya ko sisu se atesem na ye tem eye no pre because eye no kra I didn't know prevent me ma to challenge ama eye ye ba no tenya no kra ma ye unua no kra fo mani nkonkogu ma abusua fo mani nkonkogu jamu emma die papa no aye de hye ne kaaye tenya ma no ade na wo ma ye hu se bibi mfa bibi nsia wa ye beka wo ni wi ade na chinchina ntia wo so ntia se obusu ekitam kani ni anoma aye ma na wo di na chi a bi mu tesi akwa de abne tesi akwa bibre na sache afiri na chi o tesi ade hwe bibre na ne nkobi so omukro mu di na chi a mu se bi wona obegina o machi aye ne ma no aye ye ma no omukro mfo mani hu yo na aye ana bi mu ka se oh ena abusua announcement o ye nyina na obo abusua din Abraham Saudi Kantanka abusua no woni mu kakra omo a omo di na chi nyina no eye omo a aye Adwoa aye ba no ono an nkofo obi ti se Dr. Isaac say oro se ni doctor ndebia meka kwashe ma onye doctor na prepa na meka kire mo so enso di na chi so doctor ena no hwe de hye no so YouTube for mo amunye mu investigation na mo hwe so doctor enso enya nkofo a ibi o mo ka so kwa no kwashe ma ko ho so
detect what you asama wo ke detect what you
no prepa na meka no oni doctor do no onye doctor mesira mu enso mo tankofo ena mo di de hye na chi de nam to ya busua no obi a me title kwa no kwashe ma ko ho afutu papa ben ta no de be ma ye ba no enti nkofo mo sa ndi no nyina na mana futupa te ni pie ya one me call gender ni pie ya one me call procurement ono aka obi na samble na MPP isha Adwoa omra metu aba ye ba no ana so ma no ana ni pie na che Adwoa men ka we plan and review ni pie na ka chire obi to on kan chire me say na na Akofena pese ordinary ewu ye de hye na or ready so about the record and Yamana na pass a post here oboa so o ma na hwe na sabi obi edesiemu no obi mfi na busuam ene control te obi a na papa wuro onu momu no emra na wo a onye abusua una ko bi amana hwe abra asifimo enti da mi challenge onu abo Safo ye ba no te san sense ma ye ti na no tenukwe bia ni dia omma na nyanom omma abusua yemfa ya bi ko hu ye de hye no na omma hu kwan na papa no de oka ye se yenyema no mo ro ba kra no papa aye ye de hye anka se o so mpese beria e di so ka do ko na yi e wo be bia state yin ni se ko ye ya ade na pese o kire
enti eno eye abusua enso so ensemo a omo ede etudwa ena ye kokoti enu tim se abusua ne de omo ani enje de ekoso no kra omo ani enje ho kra enti eno any update enti 30th according to Honorable Sarah Adwoa Safo 30th 31st na wotwe awie ye aye no ebeba so ya to nsa frem penifo chemu a otumfo na man go ahead na so obetimi aye no on that particular date a wato nsa frem penifo bebre from Ghana has even other countries omo enso aye aje penise na wotwe we ye omo ebeba aye ni bi enti ono de enya de se omo esesa eye date no but abusua no so de omo nsem atodwa ne nyina eye nsem bebre nti ebedi eche ne ahwe na wotwe awie ye asori no ene Israel Adwoa Safo omu nyina omo a promise showdown say ye behwe say ye ne baso a eduru ho a omo behu de omo beye ene ade enso so ye ne de Adwoa Safo say beba so nti ye beto aso na ye de nsem no e de apremo na wotwe awie ye update bi beba bia ye bema maso enso so ate Yebeko Ghana and South Africa. Now, only says xenophobic attacks you could cause so any some no South Africa for their list of countries they still have visa a free visa to enter South Africa. The list in the buy no Ghana can Ghana as we speak now you can still travel to South Africa abroad untia visa. You have a visa there but you won't pay for it. You go through all the processes how they acquire visa to enter into South Africa, but then you are not going to pay for any visa fee. Now, honorable Samuel Okudze to Ablakwa edi to dwa tremua or the to just say senke yade se South Africa for a Ghana free mu unse yanso se wo a tax waiver between Ghana and South Africa, but then on your screens the existing reciprocal visa agreement with South Africa remains fully in force. If Ghana is taken out of the visa agreement, we will have no option but to immediately take South Africa out too. Honorable Samuel Okudze to Ablakwa nti o chemwa anka e ba ye list ne ba ye and South Africa for a Ghana for free mu se enya de se omo de Ghana for beka eye omo tax waiver ne hu bia enka we don't have any option yenso be yi omo free de anim enti no any update se am no ka say de list South Africa for the buy ye didn't the update na mamodada countries are omo betimi travel to South Africa on free visa no Ghana e ka ho enti ochema the existing reciprocal visa agreement with South Africa remains fully in force. Ghana can travel to South Africa on a free visa. South Africa can travel to Ghana on a free visa. Now, on the clarification, biaba. Honorable Samuel Okudze to Ablakwa. The clarification be about on the free visa, any visa free. You didn't get the update na mamo dear, but then still na obeso clarify in sembi ema amount 40 say enye South Africa ni keke bia de betimi aba Ghana. So obeso aba Ghana, say them di ka di two dwa no. In as much as say you are not paying for the visa, the scrutiny or the processes that you have to go through before you acquire a visa to enter into Ghana, those processes still remains intact. I also wish to address the reports circulated on traditional and social media alleging that Ghana had been removed from South Africa's visa-free travel arrangements. As South African authorities have themselves indicated, no such decision has been taken on this matter, which is governed by an agreement applicable on a reciprocal basis. The government therefore wishes to state categorically that the existing reciprocal visa waiver agreement between Ghana and South Africa remains fully in force. And still now, Ghana and South Africa, we still have that tie. Say obiya betimi to kwan akoni chrome without paying for visa. The public should therefore disregard reports suggesting that Ghanaian citizens have lost the benefit of visa-free travel to South Africa. Any amendment to bilateral travel arrangements will be communicated formally through diplomatic channels and announced jointly by the two governments. And people were speculating, and as among for started reports here, say list South Africa for the buy, no, Ome Ghana for the free. Oh, Ome Ghana dimu. Ghana can't be now. Ghana cannot travel to South Africa because they are going to fire and call for the Omo free waba until we go for the be also sign money na enya no kre bia ni musa South Africa for Omo etwa Ghana din free visa arrangement in there. So be sample bar Ghana is going to reciprocate. Now communication will be communicated to the citizens, both foreign ministries no be communicating to its citizens on the appropriate channels. So you should disregard all the circulating news. South Africa, Ghana, free visa. These incidents serve as a reminder of the growing challenge posed by misinformation and disinformation campaigns during periods of crisis. Na amount for the reports ba amanfo kan sem e de fan sem a ACC xenophobic attacks Ghana yakofa yankofo de o free South Africa aba no what are the consequences na amanfo frame their own stories behind the repatriation of Ghana xenophobic attacks are people are framing their own stories according to the Foreign Affairs Ministry and misinformation and disinformation, so people should refrain from that. The government will continue to respond promptly to false reports that have the potential to undermine Ghana's reputation, affect public confidence, or prejudice the interest of Ghanaian citizens, while encouraging the public to rely on verified information issued through official government channels. It is there to undermine the reputation of the country Ghana. No, Emma Manfo emu Ghana enim ase said the omo epe enti eno any update free Foreign Affairs Ministry ho and so eba quickly. No, still now Ghana is on the mission of repatriating the citizens from South Africa. Omo edi omadishe every South Africa eba abepiem wo Ghana na otwe mu emu mako eye apem Ghana for mako apem 1,000 Ghanaians and yedi omo free South Africa ababepiem ewo eye Ghana haseya omo ebepiem ewo Accra International Airport aban no eti omo fel so edi eniema esafata so omo de bebo omo promise omo so omo bepiem omo de bemo mu nyina omo edi ma omo quickly no yebeko Accra International Airport yebeko na yakwa hwe what really went on after say Ghana and I say what really went on answer na Ghana yetimi ede yade hye makoma apem ebepie mu ewo Ghana ye hwe video we na yemra sisi
Which one was it? Yeah. Papa, no how are you? It's cry. Yeah, I'm over. Yeah, in my father. Whom I am inquiring. Biggest man.
Yeah.
Enti Ghana for ade share apem abepiemu ewo Ghana obia eje 5,000 Ghana cedis eniema kakra omo ede ebeye reintegration yesanso mo obia 500 Ghana cedis se obesanso ede aye transportation back to your hometown. Enti eno any update ye de emamo na ye beto ansem no so na ye de update na mamo Russia Ukraine war ekoso no ye din ka di update abremo mre bi se Ghana for ade she bi koka ho ye recruit omo mostly no more Russia fighting Ukraine. Na ye din ka di update ni ma mo se emu adionum 55 efrim say ye di update ni ba na hwehwe amanfo aso ebi mu ase omo se omunya confirmation in free babia any ade nipa 272 Ghanaians aye recruit omo no emu 55 efrim they are all Ghanaians. It is list na bremo dada, but the Foreign Affairs Ministry the confirmation aba enti quickly no we go and listen to Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa nipa saying and ampa or confirm media man say Russian Ukraine war no ye recruit omo into it nipa say ene efrimu yakonentie Foreign Affairs Minister Niemra Sisi.
Reports of Ghanaian youth who are lured through deceptive employment schemes and subsequently deployed to participate in the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine. Information received during my visit to Kiev indicated that approximately 272 Ghanaian nationals are believed to have been recruited into the conflict since 2022, with an estimated 55 reported dead and 2 currently being held as prisoners of war, whom we continue to negotiate their release. And I must say, the talks are proving very positive, and we are really optimistic about the outcome. Ladies and gentlemen, it is estimated that 1,780 African nationals from 36 countries are supposedly fighting on the Russian side. Many such victims were recruited through false promises of employment in construction, hospitality, logistics, and security services before being compelled to undergo military training and deployment to combat zones. The government has initiated diplomatic engagements with the relevant authorities to establish the identities and welfare of affected Ghanaians, while working with domestic security agencies to investigate recruitment networks targeting Ghanaian youth. Public education campaigns are also being undertaken to encourage prospective migrants to verify overseas employment opportunities before traveling, to remain vigilant against fraudulent recruitment schemes. I must place on record that our engagement with Russian authorities so far indicate that the Russian government is willing to work with us to unravel these human trafficking schemes. The government of the Russian Federation has denied their involvement in these schemes, and I hope to continue these engagements with Russian authorities on my visit to Moscow next month.
Honorable Samuel Okuja to Black Kwansem and I Kokote, no see idea Utemwa. Adishia be Pem out with different African countries fighting on the Russian side. Ghana for this year 272 no emu be 55 there. See I'm not say omo every mu omo so air try say omo Russian government no ebedin sa was na Ghana for this year omo ni nyina omo asanso age omo e de omo aba back to Ghana na omo ho ankwa ankokire omo. Ye beto ansem no so na ukọ eye ana oba Ghana ha osofo bi ene Nigeria omo aka bom e de sa romance scam yi bi edi eye nkofo bebre e wo different countries omo keka bom a sesi e per reports no nipa makoma edu ena ye de sa romance scam yi bi edi omo a omo agi omo sika dollars no bebre asese am no ka say de Ghana police for ensa aso omo a omo ene da screens ne so no oba ene okunu na omo aka bom utimu se omo ahyehyɛ adwuma no de ato ho kama ena omo edi amanfo enti pastor Nana Yabonsu Kwaten one ne wife ye Sally Akosoya Amoasa omo ena omo edi sadwuma enti osofo no as obebọ mpaya na onu online oyosofo online obebọ mpaye nyame ayi akere be se wo se wo ye meyere ene sa ne ma no enti wadwene mu ne utiri mu nyina o wa hia wukunu sofo no so fine man ohun enti esa na utirimu aye obebre enti eye sa pe na je se de obebi sa obia o de ema no enti ema mako edu ena ye kika bo mu no Ghana police for omo ababe ye report no after see eche no omo ababe ye esa report no e de ama eye police for yensa aka omo ji quickly no ye beko na yakwa hwe eye video time a yensa eka eye osofo ene ne yire ne ye ba update no eye den po ne echi omo wenzo eye FBI ene hye kire me echi omo eye den ene echi omo yenko de mra sisi yi
Lisa. Yeah. Show your face where Nana Bonsu. Sit down. Please. Oh, hey. Why did he hit me? He hit me, sir. He hit me. Nana hit me. It's okay. You're running. Nana, you're running. Shame on you. Why are you running? Give me my phone. What is wrong with you? Give me my phone. Give me my phone. Where were you running?
And he video now that was moments he was arrested after so was coming ma edu and ye call chain no na akwakọ ya rehosem. It is very sad me kind of say osofo onka obu nipa online Nana Bonsu. Na sisi o scam amanfo ama akwakwa yense mebre. It is very very sad on your screens oba ene okunu na omo ejira ho na moment aye chi omo no unse yedinka chi baako yedinka chi be ma no ansa na yekwakwa ne yire no de aka na omo chemu a enye ansam no nya baako pe o even Ghana ha kra no amanfo ko report no na ne yire na akọ beli no eji omo ye omo te se omo nya awarefo Oma wari o oba ni okunu na oba no aye ne ho se ni nua ejoma yo mo se nuafo cousins bi sa ena omo edidi nkomo just onu be di nkomo na ya o my sister krawa ha o ene ne nkasa se woni busuani bi akasa de a na se ene eye rare no na me nua no kumasefo be che se ne wachi gu ho enti wachi gu ho ni bi nie. What I say, and she said, Obey, no, you didn't correct any real. Now, when you beba hosono, now, omo aju muskena. Eti eno, and as I say, I'm not say the Ghana police for as I come on, still to come on, how they were arrested. A day, and finally, yet me because. Nina muno ye cheno ni na koni abeli no ye cheno na ni na koni abeli no then finally she was arrested. I no ye chi ni ne ka ho an ye ni ntimi enko beli no but then hear the moments that the both of them were arrested omudimi na ne ade ne emra sese.
What is that?
Nothing is there under the sun. Family of scam.
Enti uchemu a we Bonnie and Clyde omo vibes ni bi what I say wo be ware ukunu no na ye say oyire no ani ukunu no oyire no eboa wo support o de obeye bia o de ma wo ye bia no support o say yo the moment this ka be banko ane de na o support o na omo ewedi no omo ye no em say eno so asafesi on the internet amama for ka ho asem wedding no nye small wedding eti ebeko ne akwakohwe eye osofo Nana Bonsu ene ne ho kani omo wedding omo ye ni nyina echi omo se omo ware ya omo etimi gu so ekoso e de escaming kofo ne hwe video we ne emra sisi enti eno eye wedding na confirm say yes indeed omo aware omo ya aware for omo edi omo dwuma as couples na mom omo asa tene ede a syndicated scam omo ede scam enkofo dodo na ewo amanane ene Ghana ha say na we have a video of their first court appearance eno no ye de ebemamo omo a very first court appearance ye de eno ebemamo sesi quickly no yenko na yenhwe omo court appearance how they looked like when they appeared before the court for the first time. They're hiding the handcuffs.
Couple that's come together. Madam, leave the road, please. Why should I leave the road? Leave the road. Leave the road for me. We will soon beg.
According to reports, no, obi a omaskame no onye Ghana ni na ofri akwantu bara so ofri amanane eba Ghana ha se oba behwehwe no because ne ho akwakodim enjoy so oba behwehwe no na oye ya etimi locate no but then before beba no osan so connect here with other women from different countries, Kenya, Nigeria, Cameroon, any other countries, even Dubai, any ade na oni omo connect here na nyina ne se ofro na obeji scan wo ho anu a che say oh omo eye business bi omo kra na ma di free Dubai e de ba enti first cabra o di scan ba na say aka any other different forms of schemes and omo de to or de to omanim e man ani no omo tue scan no e de ama no enti baba wo be piem e wo Ghana o connected with Ghana police and omo efre omo aka more different countries almost you know ba ye be confirm me yes no correct abranche ne yere omo ask me omo e de aka ho na ye chi omo ti police omo eto aso say on other occasions 5 previous occasions na omo eche eye osofo na bonsu omo eche no omo chi ne bia na ne yere na bebeli no but on this particular one there omachi ono ene ne yere no abom because according to reports no ye be report ye ne ye kire mu emu hu se oba ne ne okunu na aka bom omu di sa adwuma no enti se siam no ka say de ya chi omu mienu a different charges ene de abom a omo eko akohwe na omo aka ho nsem wo court na se bubo omo a ene eno eye judge asem judge ene be kire how many years omo ebe koma na say say oye be mo matua sika ni nyina ana say be fine omo ni nyina eye judge asem enti eno any update ti unama no ahwe ohun ye wo online what I say nye bibia na ode wani bedimu bibia na obedi akire bibia na wasori da ode akire bi na ye gigiska na okotua bi we ni ye na ode sika akohyem hoping say bibi papa bi be free mu aba da bi. It is not all that bright on the other side. Inti na wahwe ho eye pa so on online schemes ne scams ne ma ekokoso no enyina because ohwe de esi ye ya ebi esi bebre but when ohwe de we omo ye na like you will be so convinced. There are so many people who do some of these things. Ebi oha be man e share chire no appeal obi as if our clients bra na ending common sa na mane nyina ebi oho de but when mu de otim so matena dem no ma hye bibia tiska ne tomu a no ma yi no de di omu de ju omani e tomu a no ma yi no de ju omani. It is quite unfortunate, very sad on the side of omo ho ekoka mu no nti ebe di asem nsem na chi ne ahwe bia ne nyina ebe kwakoso because Ghana for this year, Nigeria, Kenya, Cameroon, even Dubai for nyina omo ekika ho a omo enso so eho akwakokamu a omo sika akwakokamu. Do you hear video now? At some point who say some of them were trying to record him because it's very sad. Some of the women, especially omo Ghana ha and omo free other countries ba beka ho no omo nyina they were present. Some of them were trying to record him akwakoye arehosem enti eno update ayede emamo nana ya bonsu kwaten ono oso yosofo ono na sali akoso amuasa na omo ehu akwakoka adwamu no nti ebehwe ne edi akire bebi ansem kwakosi bia yede ebemamo yenko the seat of the President John Dramani Mahama yenko Flagstaff House na wotwe mu anana wotwe wieye Ghana receive the Archbishop of Canterbury Most Reverend Sarah Mulali ono and Obaya Obestra Ghana. This is her very first time Woba Ebimamuha and the very first country or koye and Obepiemu Ghana and Obaya and Sieno Archbishop of Canterbury, Most Reverend Sarah Mulali of from the UK and Oba Ebipiemu. Now ono and the very first female Archbishop of Canterbury. Was waba Ghana say oba na wabebua said be ometimi strengthen the long-standing partnership with the Anglican Church. They will promote peace, education, healthcare, social justice, and national development. And the Anglican Church, Archbishop of Canterbury, Most Reverend Sarah Mulali, and our BPM Ghana. And so here on your screens are ono ena ocha President John Dramani Mahama ono ne entourage one na pamfo nyina ena omobaya omo ebepie mu ewo Ghana. The President of the Republic of Ghana, President John Dramani Mahama, receive no ewo fell. So and quickly let's go and watch some of the videos what really happened when the Archbishop of Canterbury arrived in Ghana. You hear video we na yemra sise.
It is my great pleasure to welcome you to the Jubilee House and to Ghana on your first pastoral visit to Africa since your installation as the 106th Archbishop of Canterbury. We are proud you chose Ghana as the first stop on your first visit to Africa. Your appointment is historic as you are the first woman to occupy the office of the Archbishop of Canterbury in its approximately 1,400-year history. This is an important milestone for the church and a powerful affirmation of the contribution women continue to make to spiritual, professional, and public leadership. Ghana has enjoyed a long historic relationship with the Anglican Church. In school, we all, as children, learned in our history studies the activities of the early Anglican missionaries in Cape Coast, the school they established there in Cape Coast, and the selection of Philip Kweku to be sent to England in the mid-1700s to study and come back and bring education to Ghana. We deeply value the Church's enduring commitment to promoting peace, justice, compassion, and human dignity. We also recognize and commend the contributions of the Church in education, healthcare, social services, and community development. And our government remains committed to restoring economic stability while ensuring that development and prosperity reach every single Ghanaian. We're investing in healthcare, education, youth employment, and social protection. And we welcome the continued collaboration of the Anglican Church and other faith-based organizations in advancing these national priorities. So visits such as yours further deepen these long-standing bonds between Ghana and the United Kingdom. Your Grace, I thank you once again for honoring us with your visit. I trust that your engagements in Ghana will be successful and spiritually enriching. So on your visit, please convey the warm regards and goodwill of the people of Ghana to the wider Anglican Communion. I wish you a successful visit, God's continued guidance, and blessings in your ministry.
It is a delight to be here this morning, and thank you, Your Excellency, for giving us your attention and your time this morning. We are very grateful for that. We had the opportunity yesterday to visit 5 churches and 1 cathedral, and I commented on all of them that whilst geographical distance may separate us, that we are united as one body. The Anglican Church is in 42 provinces, is in 164 countries across the world. And whilst we may have differences in our culture, our language, we have one commonality, that we are all made in the image of God. The first time I met Archbishop Cyril was, in fact, in Barbados on the Cogrington College, which was an original site that was a plantation. It was donated to USPG, and I was there for the launch of their reparations project. And it was a privilege to be in Ghana, here in Accra, to be able to break the ground as one of the projects that is part of that work by USPG. And that site will be mixed accommodation, it will be a cultural heritage site, and it will tell the story of the transatlantic slave trade. And so it was a joy to be there. But also as part of my journey here, as I have had the opportunity to meet churches, I will also travel to visit a school of education for nurses and for midwives, which enables me also to celebrate my background as well with the Christian Foundation. So thank you so much for your hospitality today. As was said yesterday, that I have been made to feel so welcome that it feels as though I am at home. And Your Excellency, please do be assured of our prayers for your work in your political and ministerial life, not just in your work, but in your relationship with God, who calls you by name, and your name is written on his hand.
Eti eno the Archbishop of Canterbury ena yekoya Ekoti Ninsema or the two the 106th Archbishop of the Anglican Church Canterbury 1400-year-old office 28th January and I did my esi so nti who say been kind of say Ghana ha Anglican bishops do na na omo baya omo ebehia ma me na omo no enso so ekosia president omo wi omo bompaye ma no so hu omo abompaye kama de ama president John Dramani Mahama said beya the jumedi a odi nyina ebetimi akoso na ma me ni chem say so many places obe visit and obe akosra ewo Ghana ha say looking at development ne ade social and enema bebre na omo ede etudwa o se wabai obehwe na waye ewo Ghana ha say na she's the 106th Archbishop no enso so the first woman or Archbishop for Canterbury. That is the update. Mami oba be piem ewo Ghana ha etwumedi bebre na yenim se oba baba bedi ewo Ghana ha sei na said yedin kan to John President John Dramani Mahama nso so ewo kama etudwa say visitor wa be ono anga say to ni hu si was say yes obe try and as obeye na wahia no na one no edidi nkomo no mahu said omo ebesi afa aye enema ewo Ghana the visit no hawa ebetimi a benefit my Ghana etiano the Archbishop of Canterbury pia obe pimo ewo Ghana ha sei ne honsem na yede ma yahwefo ene ye tiefo no most reverend Sarah Mulali ena wo screens ne so no enti ha na oni President John Dramani Mahama twetwe enkomo kakra ewo the Flagstaff House enti eno any update yede mamo ti Anglican sorry ni nyina sese metimi aka say omo atide ne omo me kan say omo Archbishop kese ofri UK na waba enti obekọ nsra most of the Anglican churches ewo Ghana ha obekọ nsra hwedodo na oni omo edidi nkomo wasanso yes we say schools bi ho obekọ no akakosesa omo na oni omo edidi nkomo na emo ade hiade nyina obekari ede afri Ghana ha na ode akwakopie mu ewo amanone no mahwe hawa omo ebetimi aye enema abom said ye say na fata eti said ye dinkan ede update no amamono that is the Archbishop of Canterbury and ede amamono Pinax TV. We brought you a lot of updates and yede ebremo from Nana Adwoa Safo Kantanka ba ede ebesi the Archbishop of Canterbury Pinax TV yede mo ebesi wa haya.